I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
And then he turned around and he did it again, facing the other way. There's no misconstruing that. There's no, oh, he meant something else. He's going to say, like, I was talking about my heart. No. That is exactly what it looks like.
Play the rest of the clip. Play the rest of the clip. Then he's going to try to act smart and act like he knows what Elon is going to say in response to this. You know how he knows? Because Elon said it in the clip that he took out of context, which is why I said, play the full clip. Here's the context they're hiding from you that's damaging to their narrative.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
What he did is grab his heart and push it out to the crowd. Let's look again.
Thank you.
You know what they say, when the other side starts resorting to desperate accusations and personal insults, it's a sign they've run out of better arguments. And we all know that this attack is outdated and overused.
Tearing down things that don't belong to you.
Why are you so hateful?
I'm not. What you're doing is dumb, and you need to be an adult who can regulate your emotions enough to have events that disagree with you.
I think it's fairly clear you know what I am. I am to you subhuman. This makes it very
I would never say that about someone. I don't know why you're putting that on yourself.
Why am I putting that on myself? Why does this world put it on me?
No one's putting on that. No one's putting that on you but you.
Do you understand that there is a moral panic surrounding people like me?
There isn't. You're making it up in your head.
No, you are spreading it. That's
No,
what you
I'm hosting
do.
an event.
I will call you what you are. I will say to your face what I think.
I'm a woman. Could you describe that for me?
Yes, a woman is it is something that, depending upon social circumstances, is not clearly it's not very clearly defined.
It is. It absolutely is, and I'm a woman, and you're trying to silence my event. Who's silencing women here?
Specifically as a biological female individual who was born as such, who has 2 X chromosomes, you can define it that way.
That is its definition. It's not. Words have meanings.
Because words do have meanings, and the word of woman is one who generally performs the actions and responsibilities that our society has set up that fit what womanhood is.
You can't use the word womanhood to describe woman. It's circular logic.
This is just victim mentality. It's like what this guy said right here in the comments. I choose to be victimized and that's your fault. Yeah. Crazy talk.
To be back with so many friends, supporters, and true American patriots on the eve of taking back our country. That's what we're going to do. Take back our country. Tomorrow at noon, the curtain closes on 4 long years of American decline, and we begin a brand new day of American strength and prosperity, dignity and pride. Bringing it all back. Once and for all, we're going to end the reign of a failed and corrupt political establishment in Washington, a failed administration. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stop the invasion of our borders. We're going to reclaim our wealth. We're going to unlock the liquid gold that's right under our feet. Liquid gold. We're going to bring back law and order to our cities. We're going to restore patriotism to our schools, get radical left, woke ideologies the hell out of our military and out of our government. And we are going to make America great again.
And for this clip, the title of this video is enough commentary.
What is your opinion on Trump? You mentioned Trump just quickly. I assume, based on what we've said, that you're not a fan.
He's a sex offender. He's corrupt. He appears to admire dictators. He's robbing America of democracy. As far as I'm concerned, if what Americans can do is just all get their guns and point it at each other and pull the trigger. I just have no sympathy for America at the moment.
Why do you think it is that so many people voted for him?
Because they're ignorant. And that's a Republican strategy anyway, is to rob people of education and their knowledge and keep them ignorant. I mean, they're burning books now. You know, they're in schools interfering with what kids can learn about their history.
What do you think about Trump's policies?
Well, basically, I don't really know what his policies are. It's actually, at the moment, it's very hard to get behind the truth of anything, really, with social media the way it is. And then there's Elon Musk, you know, with his brainwashing that he does. I think basically they just want to dismantle government and then, you know, just have a dictatorship and then just bring the wages down and make people work 80 hours a week for nothing and just get rich and richer and richer. Their policy is to support rich people.
Doesn't know what Trump's policies are and goes to recite a whole essay on them. What is she commenting on? What she thinks they are? She is in a make-believe world.
This is the El Paso port of entry that has been closed just minutes after Donald Trump is sworn into office. He means business. He is doing what we elected him to do. This man is getting done.
But I regret my bottom surgery. It's not funny, but laughing is a coping mechanism. Been thinking about this for a long time. Went over it with my counselor, so that was nice. If you don't know, which I'm sure a lot of people don't, there are 2 types of bottom surgeries, and one is a lot more involved than the other. From the time of submitting my paperwork for a consultation, to getting WPATH letters, insurance authorization, all that fun stuff, took almost 4 years. And I said, hey, let's choose the easy one. Got through all 3 surgeries. That whole process was about 1.5 years. Everything looks great. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my surgeon did a good job. I was thinking less surgeries means less complications, which isn't true because I had complications anyway. I was worrying about if they could even take a graft from my arm or my thigh because I have so many scars. I was worrying about my husband's time off work because we had a 3-month-old. My surgeon told me that it was one or the other with surgeries, so I was like, damn, like, nah, I really screwed up, right? My in-depth 30-minute Google search said that that's not true. Very unfortunate way to learn that easy isn't always better. But instead of continuing to just feel bad about it, I guess we start over. Back to square one with consultations.
Bring back mental institution, because the mental illness is on the rise. How is this not deemed insane? It is absolutely insane in any way, shape, and form. And the thing that stands out the most to me, and trust me, there is a lot that stands out, is that they're raising a kid.
Gender studies is a pre-law track. If you're going to be a lawyer, you have to study gender studies and other social cultural studies.
That proves my point that college is a scam. Why would a lawyer need to study gender studies? Shouldn't a lawyer know the law?
It's a social science. The law, you think the law isn't inadvertently affected by social, cultural, and gender norms?
Of course it is, but shouldn't they first know the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Federalist Papers?
We learned that in high school.
Who wrote the Constitution?
Founding Fathers, 1778. I don't know.
It wasn't 1778.
I don't know.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, well, this is the point, is that you don't learn it in high school. You don't even learn it in undergraduate. And I didn't go to college, and you're paying to go to college, and you can't answer them.
That's so fair.
Top comment of this video is from a lawyer, and he said, everything she said was told to her by professors who are not lawyers. Now, what do you have to say to that?
Here's a little hack to stop your parents from misgendering you this holiday season. So say you're at a family event, and your parents misgender you in front of everyone. Simply release all of the piss and shit in your body onto the floor. Start pissing on the floor. Start shitting on the floor. And when your family's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just go, my parents never taught me how to piss or shit in the toilet, so I have to piss and shit on the carpet. And all the carpet's covered in piss. And all the couches are covered in shit. And I can't have roommates because they say I'm too stinky to live with because my parents never taught me how to piss or shit in the toilet. Your parents will think it's far more embarrassing to have a child that can't shit or piss in the toilet than one that's transgender. Happy holidays.
Now, if your parents are sane and strict people, in both cases, you will end up outside. Now think about that.
I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would love to be a homemaker and a wife. I would love to be able to live on a homestead and go milk my cow and take the eggs out of the chicken coop and have one baby in the belly and on my hip and another toddler coming behind me. That's like my dream, but I can't fucking do that because the way the economy is set up is I'm forced to work. I'm forced to get an education, a higher education, a college degree in order to make enough money that I can be financially independent and afford my own home or my own rent or my own gas or my own groceries, my own insurance. And it's extremely difficult to do that. And it's very isolating as a woman when you have to do all of that all on your own and you can't find somebody that you can outsource some of those chores and financial responsibilities like you would with a spouse. So no, being a single working woman absolutely sucks. It's the worst thing ever. I hate it. I would go back to the 1950s in a second just so I wouldn't have to deal with this shit.
You're talking about a traditional nuclear family where the woman doesn't work in a married household with kids.
And statistically, that was the case.
You're a single woman who isn't married with kids yet.
So I'm for it because of the way it is. Most women were married by the age of 21 up until the 1970s.
I think it's a woman's choice. Before that, it was societally encouraged to marry young.
Yeah, and it was better for women mental health-wise long-term to be able to go into that long-term committed relationship and have the established family instead of being forced to slave away for a corporation that doesn't like you, doesn't care about you, makes you sit under fluorescent lights for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. You get a lunch break, you get health insurance, but do you have somebody who loves you staring at you every day like your child? No. It's horrible.
Yeah, so she's basically saying that she hates being treated like a man. And any woman with common sense would agree with her. Feminism is a lie, and most of these modern women bought that lie.
If I'm working a job in a lab and a man is working a job in the same lab and we're doing the same things, then we should be getting equal pay.
What if you work harder than him? Should you get more money?
Well, what do you mean, like, work harder?
Put in more hours, show up earlier?
I mean, wouldn't I...
What if you're better than him?
Then they would probably recognize the hard work that
But I thought you said equal pay.
I mean, I think it would depend on like your lab position and like how high.
But you have the same title. Do you want it to be based on merit or just equality no matter what?
I mean, I guess like if you are working harder, then I feel like you should get paid more regardless if you're a man or a woman.
So men are more likely to show up early at work. They're more likely to not take 7 to 10 years off for having a child, whether you like that or not. More likely to ask for a promotion, more likely to ask for a raise. They're also more likely to get their boss to notice their hard work. They're better at that than women. So maybe it's not that women are getting paid less than men. Maybe just men are better at working the corporate system than women.
Equal pay regardless of merit. Sure, let's just hand out trophies for showing up while we're at it, if effort doesn't matter. I'm officially applying to be the CEO with my stellar Netflix binge record as my main qualification. One thing is for sure with the woke. There is always something to laugh, cringe, and think about. Until the next round of internet madness, stay skeptical and stay sharp.